All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. I'm so excited about today's topic because it feels like everyone's buzzing about AI,
It's true.
but what does it actually mean for businesses?
Yeah.
Like we're not all going to be replaced by robots tomorrow.
Not exactly, no. At least not tomorrow.
Okay, good to know. But seriously, we're talking AI automation agencies today, and I'll be honest, I'm a little fuzzy on the details.
Sure.
So to help us break down this whole AI thing, we've got an expert in the house.
Happy to be here.
So can we start with the very basics? What is an AI automation agency? Like, is it a company that builds robots?
That's a great question. Not quite robots you can see walking around, but I see where you're coming from.
Okay, good.
Think of it like this. Imagine a company that can teach computers to do some of your most boring everyday tasks for you.
Okay, yeah.
And then those computers just do it all automatically without you having to lift a finger.
Wait, so instead of me, spending hours every day sending emails, a computer could do it for me. Sign me up. That's incredible.
It's pretty cool, yeah. And the best part is these computer programs, or AI systems as they're called, they can work around the clock, 24/7, without ever taking a break.
Wow.
They're like the Energizer Bunny of the business world.
Okay, now that sounds like something straight out of a dream,
Right.
especially for someone like me who's always totally swamped with a million things to do. But let's get real for a second. Building something that smart,
Yeah.
that sounds incredibly complicated.
It can be.
So that's where these agencies come in, right?
You got it. These agencies are like the master chefs of the AI world. You know, they take all these complicated ingredients, things like algorithms and data, and they make them into something that works for the average person.
Yeah.
You don't need to know how to code or anything like that. You just say what you want and they make it happen.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they handle all the technical stuff behind the scenes. They make it look easy too.
So it's like having a personal robot chef in a way.
Exactly. And just like a good chef knows exactly which spices to use to make your taste buds sing, these AI automation agencies know how to train their AI systems to tackle your specific business needs.
Okay, I'm following you. That's a good analogy.
You wouldn't want just any old dish.
Right.
You want something that's made just for you.
Exactly. So let's say I own a small coffee shop. Could these agencies really help me out? Or is this just for those giant companies I see on TV?
Absolutely, they could help you. In fact, small businesses can benefit even more sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, think about it. A small business owner has to wear a million hats.
Right.
Right? So anything that can take something off your plate.
That's me. I'm drowning in hats over here.
AI can be a lifesaver. Imagine an AI system that could say, handle your online orders, track your inventory, even predict which drinks will be most popular each day based on things like the weather.
Wow. No more guessing games for what people want with their coffee.
Nope. The AI's got you covered.
That would be amazing. But let's say I'm not a coffee shop owner. I'm a...
Huh.
What if I'm a freelance writer? Could AI help me too?
Definitely. There's AI for that too.
No way.
Yeah, seriously. Think about all the time you spend, writing emails or researching topics for your writing.
Oh, tell me about it. Research is the worst.
Right. Well, AI can help. There are AI tools specifically designed to streamline those tasks, make them way faster.
So AI can help me write my emails and do my research for me.
Well, not exactly write them for you, but it can definitely help you do it faster and more efficiently.
Okay, I see what you mean.
It can even help you, brainstorm article ideas or come up with different ways to say things.
Wow. So it's not just about automating those boring, repetitive tasks. It's also about making the more creative parts of my job easier.
Exactly. That's the really cool part. It's about giving you superpowers, essentially, so you can focus on the most important parts of your work.
Superpowers. I like how that sounds.
Right.
But with all this talk about robots and superpowers, it kind of feels like we're living in a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? It's wild.
Is this really how the world is going to be?
It might seem futuristic, but honestly, AI is already changing things.
It is. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, it's changing the game for businesses of all shapes and sizes.
Wow.
And it's not about replacing human jobs. It's about working smarter, not harder,
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better.
It's like, remember when people used to have to wash dishes by hand and then the dishwasher came along? AI is kind of like that. It's here to free us from those tedious tasks so we can focus on the things that really matter, the stuff only humans can do.
Okay, that's a much less scary way to think about it. No one wants to go back to washing dishes by hand, that's for sure. So for those of us who are ready to jump on this AI bandwagon, Where do we even begin?
That's the big question,
Yeah,
right?
it seems like there are a million different AI tools and platforms out there. How do I even choose?
You're right, it can feel overwhelming,
It really does.
but it doesn't have to be. A good first step is to just think about what you want to automate.
Okay,
Like, what are the tasks that are, sucking up your time and energy?
got it.
Once you've identified those pain points, then you can start looking for AI tools specifically designed for those areas.
So if I'm like a small business owner who's constantly drowning in customer emails, I should be looking for an AI tool that can help me manage my inbox.
You got it. There are definitely AI-powered tools for that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they can sort through your emails, prioritize the urgent ones, even draft responses for you. It's pretty wild.
Now that's what I call a dream come true.
Yeah.
But what about businesses that are a little more hands-on? Like say, I don't know, you run a bakery.
Okay.
How can AI help with something as like creative and hands-on as baking?
That's a really interesting question, but you'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Even in industries you wouldn't expect, AI can be a game changer. Think about it. Imagine an AI system that can analyze your sales data to predict how many croissants you'll sell each day. So
Yeah.
you're not wasting food and you're maximizing your profit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or picture an AI-powered oven that can adjust baking times based on real-time conditions so you get perfect pastries every time no matter what.
Okay, now you're just making me hungry.
Yeah.
But seriously, it seems like AI can really make a difference in any business, no matter what you do.
It can.
But I imagine actually like putting these systems in place, implementing them, it seems like it could be kind of a lot, right?
Yeah, it definitely takes some effort, but honestly, it's not as daunting as you might think.
Really?
Remember those AI automation agencies we talked about? Well, they don't just build the AI,
Yeah.
they help you integrate it into your business too.
Oh, wow. So they walk you through it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think of them like your AI Sherpas guiding you every step of the way.
AI Sherpas, I love that. So they're not just like tech geniuses, they're also like experts at holding your hand through the process.
Exactly. They make it as painless as possible so you can focus on what you do best running your business.
That's really reassuring. But even with like the best AI Sherpa by my side, I'm sure there's still a lot to learn about actually using these systems once they're all set up.
You're absolutely right. It is a learning curve, for sure.
Right, like how do I actually use this thing?
But the good news is that, a lot of these AI tools are designed to be easy to use even if you're not a tech person.
Okay, that's good to know.
You don't need to be a coding whiz to figure them out. And a lot of companies will even offer training programs and support to help you and your team learn the ropes.
Oh, so they have like AI school. That's cool. So it's an investment then, I guess, not just in the technology itself, but also in training your team to use it the right way.
Exactly. It's an investment in your business's future.
That makes sense. But it sounds like it could be well worth the effort in the end. If it's saving you time, helping you get more done, and freeing up your brain to, focus on the stuff that really matters.
Exactly. All those things we talked about. Yeah.
Like coming up with new coffee drinks
Yes.
or writing that best-selling novel.
Exactly. And here's the thing. The sooner you start exploring these tools and experimenting with how they can work for your business, the bigger the head start you'll have when everyone else is trying to catch up.
I like the sound of that, getting a head start. No one wants to be left in the dust.
Exactly. You want to be the one leading the pack.
Okay, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
I want to go back to something you said earlier
Sure.
about these AI automation agencies being like Sherpas,
Right?
guiding us through this whole, AI mountain we're trying to climb.
I like that visual.
What does that actually look like in practice? How do they actually help you?
Well, it's all about collaboration, really.
Yeah,
A
it does.
good AI automation agency will really take the time to understand your business, inside and out.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they want to know your goals, your challenges, even your company culture.
Oh, wow, so they really get to know you?
They do, because they want to make sure the AI is a good fit.
That's really interesting.
And then they'll work with you to figure out the best way to use AI to achieve your goals.
So it's not just a one-size-fits-all approach. They actually take the time to understand what makes my business unique.
Exactly. It's like having a custom tailored suit, perfectly fitted to your business.
Ooh, I like that.
And just like a good tailor will make adjustments as needed, these agencies will be there to provide ongoing support and make sure your AI solutions are always running smoothly.
So it's an ongoing relationship then.
It is.
That makes me feel a lot better about, handing over the reins to a computer, knowing there are actual humans there to help if things go wrong.
Absolutely. They're your AI partners.
I like it. Okay, so Let's say I'm ready to take the plunge and actually work with one of these agencies. Where do I even start? How do I find one that's a good fit for me? It's not like they have a yup category for best AI automation agencies.
You're right, it's not always easy to find the right one, that's for sure. But here's a tip. Don't just go for the biggest, flashiest agency out there.
Okay.
Look for companies that have experience working with businesses in your industry.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like, if you're a fashion designer, look for an agency that's worked with other fashion brands.
Oh, they already speak my language.
Exactly. They'll understand your unique needs and challenges.
Makes sense.
And don't be afraid to ask for referrals or case studies to see what kind of results they've achieved for other clients.
Okay, that's great advice.
Huh?
But I have to ask, all of this sounds amazing, but let's be real. AI automation probably doesn't come cheap, right? Is this something that's only for, like, big corporations with tons of money?
That's a common misconception, but it's not necessarily true.
Really?
Yeah. While some AI solutions can be pricey, there are also plenty of affordable options out there, even for small businesses and, like, solopreneurs just starting out.
Okay, that's good to know.
Think of it like buying a car. You can get a basic model, or you can get a fully loaded luxury vehicle.
I like the basic model analogy, keeps it real.
Right. It all depends on your budget and what you need the AI to do.
So it's all about finding the right fit, both in terms of the actual technology and also the price tag, right?
Exactly. You got it.
Okay, I like it. But let's say I found my AI soulmate. We're all set up. My team is trained, and everything's running like a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
What happens next? Is that it? Am I done? Do I just kick back and let the AI do its thing?
That's when the real fun begins. Because AI isn't something you just set and forget, you know?
So it's not like installing a new dishwasher and calling it a day.
Not quite. It's more like tending a garden. It needs constant care and attention. It's about constantly monitoring how the AI is performing, you know?
Okay.
Looking at the data it's collecting.
Right.
And then making adjustments along the way to make sure it's always doing what you need it to do as your business grows and changes.
So it's like a constant work in progress, then.
Exactly. It's about continuously learning and improving.
So it's not like installing a new dishwasher and calling it a day.
Not quite. It's more like tending a garden, you know?
Okay.
You plant the seeds, that's the AI. You water and fertilize them, that's the training and support.
Right.
And then you have to prune and adjust as needed, you know?
To keep things growing.
Exactly. You got to monitor and optimize the system to help your business flourish, just like you would a garden.
I love that analogy. So it's about nurturing the AI.
Yeah.
Just like you would nurture any other part of your business.
Exactly. And the really cool thing is that AI can actually help you with that nurturing process too.
Wait, really? How?
Well, AI can analyze data from all different parts of your business, sales figures, customer feedback, even how productive your employees are.
Wow, it can see all of that.
It can. And it uses that information to help you make better decisions.
So it's like having an AI consultant on your shoulder,
Exactly.
constantly crunching numbers and telling you what to do.
It's like having a crystal ball that can actually predict the future, or at least give you a pretty good idea of what's coming next.
Okay, now that's a superpower I could definitely get used to. But with all this talk about data and predictions and stuff, what about the human element,
Yeah.
Will AI ever be able to fully replace human intuition and creativity?
That's a big question, and a lot of people are asking it.
Um,
AI has come a long way, for sure.
Yeah.
But personally, I think there are some things that are just uniquely human, you know?
Like what?
Like empathy, intuition, that spark of creativity.
Okay.
I don't think AI will ever be able to fully replicate those.
So it's not about AI versus humans.
Exactly.
It's about AI and humans, working together.
Yes. It's about figuring out how to use AI to complement human skills, you
Okay,
know?
that makes sense.
Freeing us up from the boring stuff so we can focus on what we're really good at.
I like it. So for anyone listening who's maybe feeling a little, intimidated by this whole AI thing, what's the one thing you want them to take away from all of this?
Don't be afraid of it. AI is a powerful tool, but it's up to us how we use it, you know? Start small, experiment, don't try to do everything at once.
Okay, baby steps.
Exactly. And most importantly, don't lose sight of the human element. That's what makes your business special.
That's such an important reminder. I love that. It's not about replacing ourselves. It's about empowering ourselves to do even more.
Exactly. That's what AI is all about.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our crash course in AI automation agencies and why you should care. Big thanks to our expert for demystifying this whole AI thing for us.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
And to all of you amazing listeners out there, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We'll catch you next time for another fascinating exploration into the world of Topic Redacted. Until then, stay curious.